Okay, we're live on this. What day of the week is it? It's Thursday. We're live on this Thursday morning. It is the 16th of May, and we are on the KGNS website. We are on the KGNS app. We're also live to our YouTube channel this morning. My thanks to you for joining us as we begin a new day. Well, we're not really beginning a new day because it's 10 o'clock in the morning already, or at least 3 minutes after 10 o'clock. So I don't really know what I'm saying. So let me just bring Yolanda on here. I will talk to Yolanda. Hi, Yolanda Villarreal. How are you?
Hi, good morning. You know, there's multiple ways people could watch us now. Not just on air, on TV. They could watch us live stream on our social media platforms, like you said, Facebook, YouTube, even all over the place, right? Even TikTok. But for us for today, what could we expect in our weather here in Texas? The severe weather continues, and also that heat. Make sure if you live in the north and eastern parts of Texas, you stay weather aware because severe weather is in full effect, already affecting the Dallas area. So for us here in Laredo, we're waking up to those cloudy skies all around Webb County, and some of these cloudy skies, we do have those chances being very slight of some showers and thunderstorms occurring through the day and also for tonight. So we do see that the map is still, there we go, that's that satellite and radar. So we do already see that Victoria is getting some of these showers that have developed in the Gulf waters and are moving towards that direction. And also in Corpus Christi, there's these showers that have formed and are moving towards Alice and also in parts of Kingsville. So for us, we're going to continue with these cloudy skies, but then in the afternoon, it's expected to become mostly sunny, and that's where we're going to feel those hot temperatures. And also, it's not looking good for our hair. I know if you did your hair down and you're outside, you tried to straighten your hair, it's all wavy already because our dew points are back in the 60s and also into the 70s. So right now, our current temperatures in Texas are very warm. Even in Amarillo, they're in the 60s right now. 74 for El Paso, 79 for Del Rio. San Antonio, similar temperature. 77 for Austin, 70 for Dallas, and then from Beaumont all the way down into Corpus Christi in the low 80s, 84 for McAllen, 87 for Brownsville, and 83 is our current temperature due to those cloudy skies. That's why we're in the low 80s right now, but also with lots of moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, it's making it feel very warm to be outdoors. So 77 for Carrizo Spring, 80 for Heavenville, 82 for Zapata, also for Freer, 81 for Cotula, and El Sinal. So our dew points already in the mid to upper 70s. So these warm and humid conditions will continue throughout the rest of this week, but also we have a weak frontal system that is expected to arrive tomorrow in the morning hours, overnight into tomorrow. So that's why those rain chances will be greater for tomorrow in the morning hours, as many of you are driving to work or getting the kids ready to drop them off at school, or if you're planning to go for a run in the morning hours, we're looking at those chances of rain to be greater. So right now we do see our winds are blowing from the southeast about 9 to 10 miles per hour. In some other areas up to 11. It could be breezy at times, but also we're going to notice that these showers and thunderstorms are mainly occurring right now at the moment in north and eastern parts of Texas. So from Oklahoma into Dallas and also in parts along the Texas coast. Houston still not getting some of that rain, but you guys are going to be under that severe weather. So this is a closer look, and it's that Dallas area all the way into San Angelo where they're looking at these showers and thunderstorms. And then some of these showers and thunderstorms are slowly going to start to move towards the southern part of Texas. That's why Austin is also going to be under that severe weather. We do see these are those isolated showers that are not near Corpus Christi nor Houston, but they should be getting some showers and thunderstorms throughout the day as well. For us, we're at a very low level of getting severe weather, but that could change. So you guys got to stay aware with that weather as well. Moving to New Mexico, there's some mixed precipitation, some showers and thunderstorms occurring, and also from Oklahoma all the way into Missouri and parts of Chicago getting these showers and thunderstorms. Florida, yesterday you guys were under that severe weather. Still in southern parts of Florida, you're getting showers and thunderstorms. New York all the way into Boston, showers and thunderstorms continue for you as well. So this is that severe weather that I was talking about. We do see Dallas is under that slight risk. Parts of Houston are under that slight risk. But then that enhanced risk is that color in pink, meaning that showers and thunderstorms could produce lots of heavy rainfall, strong winds, be accompanied by hail, and also isolated tornadoes could be possible for us. We're in that light green, meaning that we are at a low level of severe weather. So, but we do have those slight chances of showers and thunderstorms occurring throughout the day. today. A closer look at that enhanced risk. We do see it's from Waco to Austin and northern parts of Houston. We're starting to see that Houston is getting covered by that enhanced risk. So if you got anybody out there, if you plan to travel today to Houston, well, you're going to be getting all that rainfall later on this afternoon. San Antonio is under that slight risk as well. So for us for today, any plans? Well, we're looking at sunny skies later on this afternoon with our highs ranging in the upper 80s to triple digits. Our winds from the northwest up to 6 miles per hour later on this evening. And then for tonight, it will be mostly clear, dropping into the 70s. And keep in mind, we have that weak front moving in tonight into Friday morning. For Friday morning, we do have a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms occurring all the way up to noontime. And then a high of 97. Then over the weekend, not much of a change in our temperature, still in the triple digits, but it shouldn't be feeling that humid over the weekend. And then for next week, triple digits from 105 to 108 and very humid conditions where heat index values could be from 110 all the way up to 115. So make sure you are ready for next week because the heat is real and it's going to be extremely hot for us next week.
All right, Yolanda, thank you very much. You can catch Yolanda Villarreal on Telemundo Casa at 11, and then we'll see her on KGNS News at noon. Thanks, Yolanda.
Bye.
Bye. All right, coming right back. We just got an update to a story we reported on yesterday, so I'll have that for you from PD when we come back here on the KGNS Digital News Desk. Okay, welcome back to the KGNS Digital News Desk on this Thursday morning. Well, police reportedly de-escalate a potentially volatile situation in North Laredo. We're told that police were called out to a domestic situation. This is with the 5300 block of Springfield. When they arrived, they reportedly came across a suspect, allegedly who had a knife. As a result, they used a stun gun on the suspect, who was then taken into custody. And initially, we were reporting no word whether the individual will be facing any charges. But the update we have to this story is that the man's name was Brian Silva, 35 years old. He was charged with aggravated assault, family violence. He assaulted a woman allegedly and placed a knife at her throat while she was carrying a child. When the initial officer the initial officer, I'm getting this straight from PD, he made threatening motions at the officer while he was trying to exit the vehicle. He ultimately ran away, then stopped, and that's when they shot him with the stun gun. No injuries to the woman or the baby that he was holding. So there's the update to that story. They now know, we now know who he is and what he was charged with. Okay, now to that fire that we reported on yesterday as well. The investigation continues into this fire that damaged the former Laredo restaurant building known as the Pelican's Wharf. This was at the corner of Chicago Street and San Dario. A total of 6 fire units arrived at the scene to put the fires out and prevent it from spreading. And the Laredo Fire Department says the building sustained significant damage.
It was completely empty, and the fire did start inside. As of now, it is under investigation, but the building did suffer some heavy damage to the exterior roof and the interior of the building.
Well, reportedly, the building did still have electricity, even though it was abandoned. Officials are checking the area to see if there is any surveillance video that may show how the fire got started. All right, we go to one of the school districts now. According to UISD, last year, they received reports of 294 cases of student vaping, and this year they have seen 500 cases. Now, in an effort to crack down on the use of vape pens and e-cigarettes, UISD is implementing a new pilot program where they will be installing 4 new state-of-the-art vape detectors. The devices will be set up in the bathrooms of United High School, United South High School, Clark Middle, and Lamar Bruni Vergara Middle. Annette Perez, the director for discipline at UISD, says that these devices will monitor air quality and immediately notify a school official if there's any nicotine or substance in the air.
At that point, then we have an employee who reports to the designated area. And if there are students still in the restroom, those students are brought in for questioning, they're searched, etc. Maybe even sent to the nurse for an assessment just to make sure that their well-being is being reviewed by the nurse as well.
Bettis adds that if a student is found using a vape pen, they could be placed in an alternative school. UISD officials remind parents to monitor their children and speak to them about the dangers and consequences of using these devices. All right, from here we go to Rio Bravo, and it took 3 special elections over the course of 2 years, but it looks like the city of Rio Bravo has finally found a new leader in Amanda Perez Agüero. She was officially sworn in as mayor yesterday. Our Christian Del Rio was there and has more on her plans for that position and her community.
Of this state, so help me God.
With over 15 years of experience working for the city of Rio Bravo, Agüero is ready to tackle a new era, this time as the leader.
It's something that I've been preparing myself for so many years, and now that the day is here, I'm very excited to be able to produce what it is that I've been able to learn throughout my many years.
Agüero won the role of mayor in a special election held on May 4th. It was Rio Bravo's 3rd special election in the last 2 years. And according to the Webb County Elections Office, the cost of this latest election was over $50,000, something Agüero promises to repay by being there for her community 24/7.
I do know that in our small cities, we cannot depend on the help getting to us, so I do plan on knocking doors and going wherever it is that I need to go to bring those help and those assets to my city.
Jaime Garcia was one of the many people who voted for Agüero and says his hope is for the new mayor to address the city's current issues, such as infrastructure and animal control.
Mainly positive changes for the city and the morale of the city to go up. I know that it's been hurt a lot. So I would say the morale, the teamwork, the unity in the community, seeing everyone coming together for the same cause.
While the road ahead may come with challenges, Agüero says she will give it her all.
My administration works very, very hard and diligently to make sure that we provide and bring those hopes up for other people so we can be able to gather more help and have more people interested in coming help my municipality.
Agüero adds that her biggest inspiration is her father, Raul Agüero, who actually once served as the mayor of Rio Bravo. For KGNS News, I'm Christian Del Rio.
Thanks, Christian. Agüero also served as the city's mayor pro tem after former mayor Gilbert Aguilar left the position. Well, early voting for the primary runoff elections is 4 days away now, I believe. And the county's elections office tells us that to take advantage of early voting and to avoid the long lines expected for Election Day. But if you're planning to vote, there are some key dates you need to know about. May 17th, which is tomorrow, is the last day to apply for a ballot by mail. The elections office advises the public to be aware of when they send out their mail-in ballot requests.
It needs to be in my office by May 17th, not postmarked. So please, if you're gonna ask for a mail ballot, make sure there's sufficient time that I receive it in my office by May 17th. If I received it on the 18th, but it was postmarked the 15th. Well, state law says that I cannot accept it, and they would have to go vote in person. So that's why it's very important that we comply with it, so that I can get the ballot out as soon as possible, and that way it can come in with sufficient time and we can review it.
Well, election day for the runoff is on Tuesday, May the 28th. Well, development is underway for a new community set to operate as a self-sufficient town. Located 18 miles north of Laredo, developers hope to bring residential communities, commercial business, and lots of development in the future. The mixed development of Talise held a groundbreaking ceremony yesterday morning. Our Lucely Garza was there and has the story for us.
Welcome to Talise.
Located in central Webb County at the intersection of I-35, US 83 North, and Texas 255, you'll find Talise, a project by the Walker family who is known in the community for ranching, oil and gas, real estate, and commercial areas. This is their newest venture, this legacy project.
Something that would serve as a legacy on our behalf that would thrive and be cared for by future generations of Walker family members. What initially began as a discussion of possibly creating beautiful subdivisions, hosting a number of new homes, grew to plans for hundreds of apartment units, the creation of a beautiful town center, featuring numerous stores with many different shopping opportunities, restaurants, entertainment features.
So just 18 miles north of Laredo, on 13,000 acres, the Walkers have already started working on this $12.6 billion mixed development. Crews clearing out acres for the start of 4 neighborhoods. Talise will offer residential communities starting from half-acre lots up to large nature lots. Commercial businesses are also in the talks, starting with an industrial area, airport, and retail.
Additionally, the creation of a nonprofit water company, a water company that would be able to produce and provide not only all the water that Talise needed to grow to success, but additionally enough clean water to address all of Laredo and Webb County's needs.
This water supply primarily comes from the Sparta and Carrizo aquifers.
And you can add to our list an airport with runways long enough to support heavy Boeing transplant flights and out of Talise to support the commerce being generated out of our industrial lease space.
But they say this is just the beginning, and they are promising to create thousands of job opportunities for those living in the area. 2, 3. A.B. Barrera is a representative for Talise and says, as the project grows, questions specifically targeting how much taxes, where kids will receive education, and health services will be determined in the future.
This is a long-term development, so it's really never going to be completed until the next 25 to 30 years, but everything officially kicks off this fall in September.
They will start with the industrial component of the development first. For KGNS News, I'm Lucely Garza.
Thanks, Lucely. About 50 million gallons of water will be produced on this development. In addition, Talise plans to offer job opportunities like a CDL trucking school as well. While one organization is steering the future of transportation here in Laredo and Webb County, inviting residents to voice their opinions at an upcoming public meeting. The meeting will go over the Metropolitan Transportation Plan, which is a roadmap for the next 25 years. This plan will shape how the public moves around Laredo and Webb County for years to come. The Laredo and Webb County Area Metropolitan Planning Organization says input from residents is essential in making sure it reflects the community's needs.
We want Laredo to be a community that, visitors come and say, we really enjoy going around the city. It's easy to get around. The mobility is great. The roads are safe. That's what we want for people that come visit us from out of town, people from Laredo, and our own residents. We want to make sure that we have safe, efficient transportation for them.
The meeting is happening Thursday, May 23rd at 6 in the evening. That's next Thursday at the Joey Guerra Laredo Public Library's multi-purpose room. To gather your feedback, there's a public survey so that you can share your thoughts. You can find that on our website at kgns.tv. Over $3 million, that is the sum for the coveted federal grant awarded to Webb County. This grant will help in restoring a natural ecosystem within the Laredo community. Our Salma Lozano has more on how the grant will be used and what some residents think. Salma?
A park that has been abandoned and neglected for decades now, but the potential to create this natural treasure for this city is we're right there.
According to Melissa Cigarroa, council member for District 3, Project Uno entails a total investment of over $7.5 million. The project will restore the river system within Zacate Creek and aid in the restoration of the natural ecosystem, spanning roughly 22 acres in size, creating new hiking and biking trails, a kayak rental station, and a community garden, among other initiatives.
It is an opportunity for our children's children to have access not only to a beautiful site along the river, but these opportunities for economic development around the fringes of the park, and really create a beautiful place for our families to gather.
The project is currently under Phase 1, which entails an environmental clearance to move the project into the construction phase. Levi Reyes, a Laredoan, sees the project as an opportunity to create something lasting for future generations.
They're gonna try to make it better for like the environment here in Laredo and for the ecosystem, so I think that's pretty good. I mean, if it's better for us, I mean, I'm all for it. And it's better for also for, I think, for like the younger kids, so they can get into like the nature.
The project brings together federal, city, and county funds. In order to accept the federal funds, the city of Laredo and Webb County must match them. The city will need to commit $1.8 million and the county $2 million to bring the project to fruition. The city is expected to sign a grant agreement for the federal funds sometime in June. For KGNS News, Salma Lozano.
Thanks, Selma. Webb County was one of the only counties in Texas to receive a grant from the National Park Service. Well, this week marks National Police Week, and UISD is showing appreciation for their officers and security personnel. Throughout this week, UISD has been rolling out a series of thoughtful gestures to acknowledge the hard work and commitment of their 250 officers, security, and canine units. Yesterday was all about burgers served up across all UISD campuses. UISD administration expresses their gratitude for their service and dedication in keeping the learning environment safe and secure for students and staff alike.
With the times that we have right now, safety is our number one concern, and I think everybody in our department and UISD police with our security have done a tremendous job keeping the kids safe throughout the whole school year.
While the celebrations aren't over yet, UISD has today and tomorrow. They still have some treats planned for their officers and security personnel as National Police Week winds down. And struggles with housing may not always be visible. That's what organizers of the Veterans Affairs 2K or the VA 2K Walk and Roll event hoped community members took away from the gathering. The event was hosted at the Laredo VA Clinic for the 14th year in a row in an effort to promote a healthy and active lifestyle and to accept donations for veterans without a home. According to Lavanya Stevens, a whole health coach at the Laredo VA Clinic, the goal is to one day help every homeless veteran that they can.
It's an ongoing issue. It's not an issue that is just going to be fixed today with the VA 2K, but it's something that we hope that the community and the other veterans will be able to learn from and help us to help homeless veterans, not only with food and clothing, but also homes.
While the Laredo VA Clinic had gathered roughly $1,000 worth of donations, the clinic will continue to accept donations today if you want to contact them and help them out. And that's going to do it for me this morning. Thank you so much for watching the KGNS Digital News Desk. I'll see you next on KGNS News at noon. And if not, I'll see you on KGNS News today, tomorrow, Friday at 6 o'clock in the morning, or I'll see you back here at 10 o'clock on the website, the app, and on the YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching. Have a blessed rest of your Thursday.